What is the best way to pay off your debt? So let's talk about the best ways, the best methods of how to pay off your debt. Right now, Americans, we just carry a lot of credit card debt. As a nation, we have over $1 trillion in credit card debt in the nation. We also have, college graduates are carrying almost $40,000 as the average college student loan debt. So, and some of those loan rates are not that great. And so same with the compound interest rates on these credit cards. I mean, some of them are low. You can get these 0% introductory offers for some, but I've seen them as high. You get 20-something% interest rate. We want to get rid of that bad debt for sure. And it just feels like a never-ending cycle. I've been there. Over a decade ago, my wife and I made a decision to get rid of all of our bad debt. Now, all we have to focus on right now is our mortgage and worry about just getting our mortgage paid off, because we are living, for the most part, a debt-free lifestyle besides the mortgage. So we want you to be there, and it's freeing because it frees up your monthly cash flow. How much of your take-home pay is going towards interest that is just a waste of time, waste of your money. Here's a quick tip, though. Use your credit cards for a convenience, not for a way to bypass or delay from getting paid next week, right? The credit cards is a convenience factor for making purchases. You should have that money in your bank account. If we get in that mindset, that will definitely help. So that's a freebie here before I get into the tips. So the first one here is assess your situation. You need to know your numbers. You need to know, what debt you have. Some people don't even want to focus on that. Some people come to my office like, I don't even know what I have. I have student loans or in deferment, but I don't know. But you need to write them down. Take a pad of paper out, write down all the credit card debts, student loan debts, personal loans, even mortgages, second mortgages, all that. Write them down on a piece of paper. What is the balance? What is the payment? And what is the interest rate? Write these down. So you can't get anywhere without knowing where you're at. Next is you have to kind of know where you're at number-wise with a budget. So what is your net pay? Net pay is what you get to keep after taxes. What goes into your bank account every month? So let's just say you're netting $6,000 a month, but you have to do a good budget to know where's your money going, right? So do a pretty detailed budget. Where is your money going? This is a good idea to cut out some of the fat, things that you're spending money on. I think a lot of us get into that we're just spending money on and we're not using. Maybe extended cable channels we're not watching, or satellite channels, or these streaming channels that maybe we haven't watched in months. A gym membership you haven't gone, or maybe you're doing a coffee run every day and it gets to be expensive and you don't need to do that. If you just make a coffee at home, it'd save you a couple dollars every day. So get good with your budget so you know your numbers there. And let's just say you take home $6,000 a month and your expenses are $5,200. Now you have $800 left over each month to apply towards your debt. Now there's two strategies to get rid of your debt. One we call the snowball method, one is called the avalanche method. I'm going to start with the snowball method. I really enjoy that. This is what we use to get rid of our debt. I think it builds momentum. And what it is, you're going to make all the minimum payments on all of your debts, all of your requirements every month for your debt, except for your smallest debt. We're only going to focus on your smallest loan size balance. So all the minimum payments everywhere else, except all the extra funds, and if you have that $800 extra, apply it towards that smallest debt. And as soon as that is paid off, and you're going to see progress because we're focusing on that smallest debt, we're going to jump to that second smallest debt. Now you have that $800 plus whatever that payment was on that smallest debt you paid off to apply towards that second smallest debt. And when that is done, you go to the next smallest debt and so on. What I like about it, it just keeps you motivated, you build momentum, you get excited because you're seeing progress. And I think this is the one that I think people are able to stick to the most because you're seeing it happen and you've seen the light at the end of the tunnel. The next one is called the avalanche method. Now the avalanche method can be very effective as well. The difference with the avalanche method is we're not focusing on the smallest debt, we are focusing on the highest interest rate debt. Now the best case scenario is your highest interest rate could be your smallest debt, and that's perfect, that'd be great. but that's not always the case. So we're going to look at the highest interest rate to put as much extra principal towards that highest interest rate debt until that is paid off. And then we'll see a big drop off, and we'll use that extra payment for the next highest rate debt, and so on. So either one of these will work. The key is just get a plan of attack. We don't want you to be in bondage with debt, because I've been there before. And you might make a lot of money, but it feels like, where's your money going every month? Because you're making all these payments. They're going here, they're going there, and what do you get to keep? It's not a very fun place to be at when you're always using your credit cards constantly, or you pay off some debt and then you go back to using them again. You have to be disciplined with that. And we want you to have that extra cash flow so you can actually do the things you want to do, which could be planning for retirement, vacations, college funds, emergency funds. There's a lot of things you could be doing with that money instead of using it to pay interest. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.